Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is a beer from Treehouse. This is Punch, so actually pretty cool label on that. It actually reminds me a lot of what Equilibrium does sometimes. And so this is Punch. See that? This is a IPA with copious amounts of oats and then Australian Galaxy. So it has notes of ripe pineapple, juicy citrus, peach, lime, passion fruit. 6.9%. I know that green is focused on Galaxy, so really curious to see how this one turns out compared to that. So the beer comes in a really light straw color, has that really pale color because of the copious amounts of Galaxy used in it, along with some nice fluffy white head. Again, great head formation on that one. So the beer, a little bit, all right? A little bit of that kind of green note to it. It's, what is that? Got a little bit of this kind of like herbaceous menthol thing. But then it's like really, I mean, that's Galaxy, right? It's, to me, it's like quite cantaloupe slash melony. But they call what? They call ripe pineapple, maybe juicy citrus, maybe lime, I could see. Yeah, but it's sort of that lighter kind of color, lighter kind of fruit character. So maybe like kiwi, lime, melon. It's in that range really than really the sweet, juicy yellow to orange fruits. That's pretty good. I think that actually might taste better than the can of green I had. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, that's killer. That tastes like green to me. That's crazy. Wonderful soft mouthfeel. Has a little bit of that kind of like tight edge to it on the back end. I think actually, at least green to me, was a little bit more nuanced on the back end, but this one seems to have a little bit more green edge on the back end. And it's not necessarily hot bite, but it seems like almost like bitterness. But man, that reminds me of green. Melon. It's not as sweet. The Galaxy characteristics were a little bit more like sorbet-ish and a little bit more complex, but it reminds me of green up front. And then there's just a hit of like green bitterness, right? Doesn't even taste like hot burn. It's like hot burn usually for me is a little bit more like intense and nasty and sort of goes towards the back of the palate. This one's like almost like a little bit more up front and mid palate. Sweet, oaty. Wow, yeah. I mean, that's honeydew, cantaloupe, lime, driving. Oh yeah, that's great. Even a little bit of that kind of like passion fruit sorbet thing. Take that back. It's more like peach, but like really light peach, like white peach. A little bit towards white peach. And then maybe this has a little bit of hop burn to it, but it's like in a nice way where it's like dry and a little bit like, it comes off as bitterness versus that kind of like really astringent kind of character. That's good. I like that. Yeah, that's good. That is killer. Again, not quite the mouthfeel that I get from Treehouse. Not, a little bit on the back end on that, but it's just very nice. I really like it. I think it does Galaxy a pretty good job. It's definitely a better example of Treehouse, at least from the beers that I perceived. And granted, it is quite fresh. This one is 2 weeks. So this one for me gets a, has to be one of the better ones, yeah. $97. That is Punch from Treehouse. Absolutely fantastic. I guess waited all the way to find some of the peaks and valleys of Treehouse, but this one's actually quite good. So yeah, until next time, guys. Cheers. Let me know what you think. I think this finally is the last of the hoppy beers, and in general, just like, at least for granted like the inflated price that I paid for them. They're still amazing beers. Just not quite as special as I remember, but this one's very delicious. Until next time, cheers. Later.